Hey, cool. All right. You're welcome, Richard J. Pasini. Oh. Hey guys. Yeah, I'm just reading some comments on my iPad here. I watched my friend here. Well, he's my YouTube friend. His name is Rob from vidIQ. And I said to him, thank you, Rob, for sharing this information with us. It is greatly appreciated. And he wrote back and said, vidIQ replied, you're welcome, Richard. Appreciate the support. And it says, your comment got a heart from vidIQ. I'll show you. So you don't think I'm making this stuff up. I don't think if you could see it there. I got my iPad really goes out really quick, but you see it? See the thing I got there? Right there. Whoops, see, it keeps kicking out. So that's nice. A lot from YouTube stuff. And I got other stuff from other people, of course. But yeah, it's from this guy right here. You ever follow Rob? I'm just going to back out of the way. I'm going to zoom in on him. And this is the character I'm talking to my friend. Well, he's my YouTube friend, I call him. Check it out. This is Rob. And he's from vidIQ. And if you are a YouTube creator, a small YouTube creator like me, you might want to check out vidIQ. That there, you see a little thing he's holding his hand here? Let me zoom in a little more here. I don't know if I can. I think that's as far as my zooming goes, right? Oh, more. All right, I don't want to blur out. Right there, that's called a LaMetric clock. And that clock there, he talks a little about it, how it keeps time. You could set it, you could program this thing to do pretty much anything, you know. They have it on, what do you call it there, on, if you're interested in getting one. I like it, but I don't, right now, the money's, it's under question right now. You can get it on Amazon, and they have it over here. It's not a promo or anything, but what do you call it there? This is, they're going for about $100 and something here. Let's see. Yeah, if you go, yeah, it's called a LaMetric. It's a LaMetric time Wi-Fi clock for smart home. And you can get it, a WikiBuy, you can save $28, $28 on it. And you can program to do different things. I'll just give you a little example. It says over here, always get a precise time and show your difference with thousands of clock faces. Note, kindly refer to user's manual before you use the product. It says track weather, emails, events, tweets, followers, news, deadlines, and other metrics in real time. Get notifications from the thermometer, whatever, Alexa, toggle Philips, Hue, and so on and so forth. Wake up to your favorite internet radio station, stream smartphone music to your stereo speakers, and it's got a little thing. It's not bad, but with WikiBuy, I think you can get it. They had another screen over here. I don't know what happened to it. You can get it, I think, for $164. Show scope, whatever. Yeah, well, scope also has something else, but yeah, you could also get it with that as well. But WikiBuy has it for $164. Right now, it's showing $177. But if you go to WikiBuy, you can get it at that price. Anyway, I'm not here to do a promo for that, by the way. I'm just doing a little. I just want to talk a little about some stuff I want to share with you guys. And the video I want to talk about. There's so many different things I want to discuss with you guys. It's like I go through this all the time every time I do videos. I get a lot of things sometimes from a lot of YouTubers out there, and a lot of these guys, these YouTube creators, are pretty good. They do give a lot of good advice. They do help out in a lot of things, in a lot of ways, giving you, how to get more views, how to get more subscribers, and so on and so forth. Every now and then, you're going to come across, and I come up with more than once. If you look at other YouTube channels, and it stands to reason, people going to, share the information, just like me. When it comes to using cameras, do you use a DSLR camera, or, to make videos, or do you use a video camera? Right now, I'm using my Sony digital video camera. It's got the 8mm cassette. I did the video the other day. I don't know, it was about over an hour long. I don't know if many of you guys watched it. Maybe you didn't because it's too long. And if you didn't, I'm sorry. And if it's because it was too long, I do apologize about that. But, I'm trying to get a lot of information out there to you guys. And, I can only do so much in so little time, right? I mean, I can't do it that way. But, I just wanted to talk a little about it that, when it comes to doing videos, be it on a DSLR camera or a video, a regular video camera, you got to do what works for you, what works right for you. This camera I'm using right now that I'm talking on right now was purchased back in 2002, okay, 2002, 2003. I always throw those years in there because I'm not sure which. I know it's definitely bought either 2002, 2003, but it doesn't make a difference. But, you know, you're making YouTube videos, all right? Now, we all want clarity. We all want, you know, good, audio and all that, right? I mean, you want all those things. You want all the bells and whistles. But if you're starting off, if you're a small YouTube creator like me, I don't have the funds right now to buy those things. When I bought this camera that I'm doing my video with right now on, I bought it back in the day. It was under $1,000, and I think it was $1,000, but I got it on sale. You know, they knocked a few $100s off it. You know, this was purchased at Best Buy back in the day, and you know, back then it had all its bells and whistles, and it still does too. I mean, I still think it's still a great camera. I mean, you know, it's a little heavy. It's a heavy camera, to be honest with you. I would say it's costing maybe 2 pounds, 3 pounds, but when you're holding your hand for a long time, if you're shooting for about an hour or so, you're going to feel it on your hand. At least I do, okay? All right? I'm not saying, you know, you don't need Hercules to hold the camera for you, but, you know, it does after a while hurt your hand. You know, it's like anything else, you know? But, yeah, and, you know, first off, I don't have those fancy DSLR cameras to shoot the videos, okay? There was one camera that's a digital still camera, but does shoot video. I like. Now, for those who do know me or are familiar with me, I love Sony products, okay? I also have a Sony, you know, digital still camera, and I use that to take all my pictures, my photos, like for eBay and so on, right? Or family photos, whatever. There is one I would like to get, as Sony puts it out. It's got a built-in fixed lens that really telescopes, comes out. And actually, I was watching on YouTube because before I ever buy anything, I didn't buy it though, I'm just saying, but before I do buy stuff, I said it yesterday in my reseller news, always do your research. You know, copy and paste the thing. If you're on YouTube and you want to YouTube, if you're on eBay and you're looking, like I showed you that camera, that was for $2.99, I believe. And I said, you know, you copy and paste it. If you want to, if you're interested in the item itself. And then, you know, paste that into the YouTube, you know, go to YouTube and paste it in there and see what comes up. And look at the reviews for that particular item. Is it good? Does it get more negative or more pros than cons, or vice versa? If so, if it's got more cons than pros and it may not be for you, then, you know, that's it. Then you made the right decision. But my take is, before you buy anything, electronics, whatever it may be, if you're going to buy it off of eBay or Amazon or whatever, do your research. You know, go to YouTube. Let YouTube be your #1 researcher for, you know, for items that you're going to purchase or thinking about purchase, because you'll have people such as me come on there and they will do reviews. And I'm going to be upfront and honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Now, I love the Sony products. Okay. Now, Sony ever got contact with me and said, "Hey, Rich, would you do a promo with our, you know, if we give you a camera, would you, you know, take pictures with it, whatever it was, a DSLR, whatever, you know, do videos and take pictures and tell us what you think about it, talk a little about it." Yeah, I would, and I would give you my upfront and honest opinion on it. Okay, even though I love the product, I'm not, you know, I'm gonna say the pros and cons too with it, you know. But for the most part, that's how you get a general idea as to why. Well, if you want to even make that purchase or make that initial investment, the camera I like. I don't think Sony would ever let me. I'm not saying they can give it to me, but if I would love to demo it if they ever would. I think it's the HXV, I think, or something, HX400V or something like that. It's got the telescopic lens, and I did watch a review once before. Somebody else did reviews on it, and I know that. I'm just saying, but I'm talking about me now, not the other YouTube creators. They had one guy he did a video on it, and he took a picture of the moon, and he had that thing fully telescopic out. You know, the lens was fully extended. Folks, you can see the craters on the moon. That's how powerful this camera was. And from what I understand, it was looking back then, it was between $400 and $500. I think it's still in that price range. I could be wrong. Okay, I may have got a little cheaper, or maybe it's still the same, but it didn't go down. If it did go down, it did go down much. But that would be the next camera I would buy, which would be considered, I believe, a digital still, you know, DSLR camera, because it does do video, and I'm sure. As I'm talking on this one here, I'm sure the video, the audio, the quality is just as good. Now, I don't have an extended boom mic on my camera here. I'm working right off the video camera's mic, so I don't have that there right now. So when you hear me talking, that's it. It's coming off. I don't have any mics or anything like that, external mics, whatever. I don't have a wireless mic attached to my shirt, or my lapel, or whatever. I'm talking to you just like I am now. The camera, I would say right now, basically, it's probably about maybe 4 feet away, maybe 4 feet, about 4 feet away, I would say, if I had to take the estimation of it from here. So what you hear me is how you hear me. There's no audio enhancements or anything like that. So, but that's what this is all about. But the reason I'm talking about that, folks, as far as like with your choice, because I get this all the time from other YouTube I follow other YouTube creators, of course. Ones that deal with helping you improve your YouTube channel and so on and so forth. That question always pops into play. Do you use a DSLR to make your videos, or do you use a video camera? Me, I mean, I heard, back in the day, today, they're using DSLR cameras in some cases to make videos now because the resolution, the quality, the 4K is so good. Now, I'm not an expert on this stuff. I'm only going by what I read and what I hear and what I see on YouTube. So I go by other people's, reviews and evaluations. But they are a lot better than what they were. Now, my little Sony CyberShot does MPEG, and as we all know, MPEG is not good at all. At least the way it comes out from my camera, it's not good. The resolution is very grainy. The pitch is really small. I mean, with MPEG, you could hardly, you can't get a full resolution. It's like, it's terrible. I mean, and that's on my Sony camera. I have it next to me here. This digital shot there. That does video, but it does it in MPEG. And unless I'm not using the configurations right, I'll be honest with you, as in regards to that Sony CyberShot, love the camera. Like I said again, I don't maybe not know how to use the video part of it, but MPEG, it's not really, it doesn't really drive me to it. I mean, that's one of my things I'd have to say. That's probably a little setback for me in that part there. I would not use that camera to do videos. And not only that, in order to make videos with that there, you have to have a big memory stick because that works off a memory stick. Okay, all right, that's how that works. It works off a memory stick. So if you have 128 megabyte, you're going to get so much video time out of it. Now the camera I have here, it has a memory stick in it, but that's also good for photography. So if I don't want to take my digital still camera out with me, let's say I'm on site or at a family event or whatever, and I forgot to bring my digital camera with me, I can take pictures with this camera. The pictures that come out okay with this, again, remember, it's a video camera. This is strictly a video camera, but Sony, embedded that technology in there at the time. And again, I don't know, there's probably ways to make it look really clear and resolute. Well, you could with the software I showed you yesterday in the video I did. I think it was yesterday I uploaded it, or the day before. I'm getting confused with it, because I know I do daily vlogs every day and I'm uploading videos every day. But there's probably a way to make it better, to get better clarity out of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's always been the case, and the reason why I'm making this video is because I keep getting that every now and then. The YouTube creators keep pumping that out, or they talk about the latest cameras. What's the best camera to buy to shoot videos like that? Folks, look, work what's in your budget, plain and simple. If you're going to buy something that's going to work, that's within your budget. You don't have to. When it comes to taking videos, this camera here I'm talking about right now. If you had told me now to the present, I would never spend close to $1,000 on a video camera. I did it back then, because I said I wanted to get a good camera. It was for the family and stuff like that. I think it's a one-time use, which it is. It is. I didn't upgrade. Like I said again, this camera was bought 2002, 2003, and it's 2019 now, okay? So I've been using it right along. Never had a problem with it. It's been very good to me. I don't plan on selling it or getting rid of it anytime soon, okay? That's the way I look at it. Now, going fast forward from then to now, if I had to do it all over again, let's just say, God forbid, this camera gets badly damaged, okay, and I can't use it anymore, it's non-repairable, it's not functional, I can't do anything with it. Yes, it would be either sold for parts or would have to be discarded. Would I go out and buy another camera like that? Absolutely not. I see them at Walmart, and I like Sony. I'd buy another Sony video camera. What I would do is, I would buy, what do you call it there? Another one they had there, I don't know, they had a small one, but yay big, you can fit in the palm of your hand. Sony makes it. I don't know if it does 4K, but it's probably got the newer technology. I think it was going for between $300 and $400. That's it. That's what I would buy. Okay? And here's the other thing too. If you want to just put all that other stuff to rest, DSLR, video camera, you got a nice iPhone. My daughters both have the iPhone, the latest one, I think it's the iPhone X or whatever it is, the latest one they came out with. My daughter showed me the features, the bells and whistles that iPhone, the new phone, has in there. And let me tell you something, it's awesome. I mean, she was showing me things, I said, that is great. I can't right now afford to buy that right now because for the simple reason is not only am I a frugal entrepreneur, but I'm a very conservative person, spender. I only buy things at necessity. I use an iPhone 5S. It's the old model, but let me tell you, it works, okay? The pictures come out pretty clear. I can't complain, all right? Even back then, when I don't know when the iPhone 5S came out, but the technology back then was pretty decent, okay? Now, some people may beg the difference and say, oh, the iPhone 5S, that stinks. I don't like that phone. Whatever the case may be, you know, it's all to each his own. That's your preference. But for me, it works, okay? But that's the other thing I want to say. If you make the investment and you buy one of those expensive iPhones like my daughter's, like I said, they have it through the plan, so it's kind of like a lease thing. It's not where it's going to choke you. I think my daughter, with that phone, they give you the upgrade, the iPhone X, I think 5 or whatever it is. I think it's like an extra $10 or $15 a month. You're basically leasing the phone is what you're doing. You know, and they tag that onto your cell phone bill. But when she showed me all the bells and whistles, the clarity, the pictures, the videos, and the sound is phenomenal. Now, now as far as like iPhones, I mean, you know, Apple products, I don't have an Apple computer. I have HP computers. Okay, that's what I have here. That's my set, my HP printers, and so on. I said that in my other videos. I'm an HP man. I love HP products. The only Apple products I have is my iPad and my Apple iPhone 5S. That's the only two things I have as Apple. Going forward, if I was going to ever upgrade my phone, it would be the newest iPhone, whatever, if I could afford it. But like I said, right now, that's totally out of the question. That's what I would get. And again, if you guys out there, you know, you're indecisive and you don't know which way to go, do I get a DSLR camera or do I get a video? Use your iPhone. They take great pictures. I was looking at some other video creators out there, and somebody had questioned, I was looking at the pictures, the clarity and the resolution and stuff like that. And somebody asked, another person had made a comment to the YouTube creator, what do you use to make your videos? And the person said, I'm using my iPhone. I don't know if they had an iPhone 6, 6 Plus, whatever it was. And I'm like looking, I was like, wow. I said, look at the resolution, the clarity on it. It's really nice. I mean, it's nice and clear, crisp for me. I wear glasses for reading, but that's as far as it goes. But I mean, when I looked at the picture and stuff like that, how it came out with the, you know, that iPhone, the video quality was excellent. I think so anyway. I know there's other phones out there. I don't comment on them because I don't know anything about them. I know Samsung and they got some other phones out there. I can't remember all the names of them, but I think Samsung's another popular one. I don't, again, I'm not really familiar with the ones. I know of them, but I don't really know their videos, the cameras. I'm sure they're excellent cameras as well. They got to take pictures. The technology is amazing. It really is. I mean, you don't even need a video camera to hang around, to take around with you. You can just take your iPhone and take pictures. I mean, that's what people are shooting them on the fly. And that's the other thing. If you're a small YouTube creator and you're a daily vlogger like myself, what do you need expensive things to carry around for? Why would you have to? I'm not saying the DSL market's going to go down. I will say this though. I think, in my personal take, since the video camera, the iPhones and all those cell phones have come out with better built-in cameras and stuff like that, I would think that's going to put a little dampener on things. I'm not going to say it's going to cause the camera companies to go out of business, but I think there's a lot of people now that prefer to shoot videos on their phones, on their cell phones. Okay, I'm not going to just specify just iPhones or any cell phone. That's what I think a lot of people are shooting videos on today. And if you're a person that likes to shoot on the fly, like you want to. You're at an event, let's say I live in New York, let's say you came to visit Manhattan and you see all the skyscrapers, or you're taking a trip to Ellis Island, you're on a Circle Line boat, whatever, and or whatever, and you want to go, check out the museums, you could shoot those videos on the fly. And the resolution, like I said, is nice and crisp and clear. I use my iPhone 5S, and I think it takes pretty good pictures, to be honest with you. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, I love the phone. I have no problem with it. I bought it pre-owned. At the time, like I said again, I am conservative. Don't forget, I bought this phone recently. So, back then, I wouldn't have spent $700, $800. I got this phone, the iPhone 5S, back then, maybe last year or whatever it was, I think for $149. Now, if I would have held out and spent an extra $50, I could have got the iPhone 6 Plus, but it's okay. I'm fine with it. You know, it is what it is. If I needed to upgrade to an iPhone, you know, the better one, the iPhone 6 Plus, like I said, I'm not going to buy the latest iPhone because they're expensive. What I would do is I'd sell this one, see what I can get for it, and then I would upgrade to the iPhone 6 Plus, whatever, and get, you know, then you get, of course, you get, definitely no doubt you get a better camera and stuff, but that's how I would do it. But right now, for all intents and purposes, the phone works great. I have no problem with it, love it, and that's it. So in regards, folks, to, as regards to, you know, what are you going to use, a DSLR or a video camera, that's totally up to you. My suggestion is, if you do feel comfortable shooting with a video, like I have here, a video camera, you might want to go to Walmart or Best Buy and check out what they got there. Walmart seems to have pretty good, I mean, well, it depends if you like Sony cameras, or if you like that Sony product. They had a nice little one there. I don't know the make, you'd have to look it up in there. If you go there, we'll look it up on YouTube, or not YouTube, or do a Google search, Sony handheld video camera. I see them go for different prices, $299, $399. It all depends, you know. And they do have. Then Sony does make professional quality cameras. Now I did see one on there on eBay. That's like, you know, the handheld one, a big one. It's like, you know, yay big. It was going for about $1,500. It's got the TV thing right there, the monitor right mounted on top. You know, it's got the boom mic that sits there. It's got the lens cover. It's really nice. About $1,500. That I'm not going to buy it. Like I said again, I buy at necessity. If this was ever to break, then I would buy. Like I said, if it was non-repairable, then I would maybe not that expensive one. But I would, you know, if money was not a problem, maybe I would consider something like that. It's a one-time investment, but I could keep it forever. Just like this one here. Like I said again, this was bought back 2002, 2003, and I'm still using it until 2019. So it works great. I think so. I like it. I like it a lot. And as long as it's treating me well, I gotta say, knock on wood, never had a problem with this camera. So folks, in regards to which way to go, you got a nice iPhone, you got a Samsung, whatever, a nice cell phone, let's put it that way. You got a nice cell phone, takes nice pictures, use that in the beginning. Don't go out and sit there and blow money on things you don't really need. Yeah, it's not necessary, you know, especially if you're just starting off on YouTube. You don't need to make a big investment like that. I think a lot of these people that do talk about that stuff, if you look at them, where it's coming from, and I'm not saying it in a derogatory way either, folks. I'm not saying this in a bad way, honest. I'm not saying it whatsoever. But the thing is, a lot of the times these people that are coming out with these expensive cameras and stuff, you got to take note that these guys have been around for a long time. They're generating an income. Some of them are making a living off of YouTube because they got, you know, hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of subscribers. And yes, well, I mean, they're making money through all the ways outside of AdSense. I'm sure they're doing their own merch and all that other stuff. But these are people right now that can afford to go out and buy a $2,000 or $3,000 camera, whatever. Me, even if I was making tons of cash like that, I still wouldn't buy a $2,000 or $3,000 camera. I don't need super clarity, like, you know, I'm not making a cinematic movie here, you know what I'm saying, where I need to have, you know, all the bells and whistles on here, it does this, that, and the other thing, you know. I don't need all that. It's a video, I'm shooting it out of my home most of the 99.9% of the time, unless I'm on site, then I'll take my iPhone out, take a picture with it, whatever, or video with it like that. That's the other thing I want to say. One last thing in closing. For those who know me, I talked about my video editing software. There's two I use. There's Cyberlink Power Director 14 Ultra, and I use right now is the Wondershare Filmora 8.76 version. You can, however, download the Filmora 9 version. I am not crazy about it. It doesn't really suffice my needs. I am a Filmora diehard. I do love the product, but I'm not really crazy about the Filmora 9 version because there are certain things that Filmora left out of it, and it kind of like turned me off. I downloaded it because it's for free for me. I mean, I have a licensed copy I bought, but for the most part, I do not use it. If I do use it, it's once in a while, and I'm not really too crazy with it. I mean, maybe if they get the bugs out of it and they fix up, they start adding some more, you know, features to it, you know, better features. But I'm not really crazy about it. I am using right now to create this video the Filmora 8.76 version. That's what I'm using right now to create this software, this video. Now, the reason I'm talking about Filmora, For those of us who are video creators, they have Filmora Go. Now you can download it on your iPhone or well, whatever cell phone, for Android or iPhone, whatever iOS. And if you're going to do videos and you want to do them on the fly, I did it already, I tested it, it works good. Filmora Go is an app that you can download onto your phone. You're taking a video, you could do all the little bells and whistles. You got the special effects in there, you can add music to it, you can change the scenes and all that other stuff. They got a whole bunch of different things. And you could shoot it right off to YouTube. They got a thing where you can send it right to YouTube. I tried it, you could upload it like that. It works great. It works great. I like it. I think it really works good. If you haven't given it a shot, tried it out, whatever, just do a Google search if you can't find it. It's Filmora Go. That's it, Filmora Go. And I think you guys will like it. And give it a shot. You know what? If you can download, if you do want to try it out. You take a video with it, and let's say you're on site, let's say, like I said, you're in a tourist area, you want to shoot the video and upload it to YouTube really quick. Try it, and let me know, drop it in a comment below, and let me know what you think about it. Hey, Rich, it's good, it's not, I don't really care for it, there are other better applications out there, I think a lot better. I don't know, I can't read your mind. For me personally, I love it, I like the way it works, okay, that's for me. But then again, everyone's got their own preferences and choices, but it can't hurt to try, and if you don't like it, like I always say in my videos, you could always remove it from your phone if you always delete it, But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I want to do the reseller news today because I think there's some new stuff. I may get a lot of Google alerts coming in, so there's different things. Hopefully, it won't be a long video like this one's gonna be. But I just wanted to touch base with you guys on that video, So until next time, it's Rich Pasini signing off. Have a great day. Bye now.